A Caribbean household, it was always what happens in this house stays in this house. You don't share it with anybody else. And that's not just true for Caribbean household. That's true for a lot of homes. Because first of all, we do it because we want to not alienate ourselves from the people that we love. But secondly, we're also scared that the outside world would judge us and assume that because we live in this circumstance, that somehow it means that we're this way as well. And in my house, my father had addiction as well. In the book I write, the first time I ever tried marijuana, I didn't have to go to the corner and find some dealer. I literally went to my father's bedside and rolled a joint. And it was because he had weed just readily available for me to try. And then when that ran out, we had a freezer, and in the freezer...
I didn't know you could freeze it.
You can, yeah. We're not advocating, but yes. My father had a big ball, like bigger than a basketball, full of weed in our freezer. And so as I started to smoke more weed, and I'm 15 here, 16, I shouldn't have been smoking weed. Developmentally, it was just my mind was not ready for that.
Yeah.
And this is not to say anybody who has a prescription, I'm not against that, but I'm saying for me at that time was not right. But really what was not right was for me to have a ball of weed in my freezer when there should have been chicken and beef in there. And I was so afraid to tell people that this was going on because I didn't want them to judge my family. I didn't want them to judge me. And I think anytime we make fear-based decisions and not love-based decisions, we stop ourselves from growing and having the life we want. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't make fear-based decisions.
Don't make fear-based decisions.
Make love-based decisions.
Make love-based decisions.
And the reason we say that is because when you make those love-based decisions, you realize that actually being honest about your journey actually not only heals you, but it helps other people to grow.
When did you feel comfortable